I'm a longtime YouTube consumer. This is our house. Many of us came here to get away from television and Hollywood. We came here to make fun of those things, to be and watch real people, do and experience real things, to be entertained by whom we choose. This slow invasion by network television shows and Hollywood elite is horribly sad to watch. And it is draining the livelihoods away from the tens of thousands who built and continue to build this place. All the good people will leave, some will go to other platforms, but many will have to abandon their careers. Apparently, all so some rich people can get richer. All that will be left on YouTube will be vapid, sanitized content that consumers like me abandon television to get away from. I strongly encourage everyone to support as many independent creators directly as you are able. Yes, Mrs. Larson, or yes, Miss Larson, you have the right to voice. You have the right to a voice and a platform the same as anyone else. But instant monetization and trending abilities on your very first video just because you are famous? That screams of favoritism than when thousands of talented, hard-working creators have spent years working to gain that ability. Please don't be surprised at the backlash you are receiving. It truly has nothing to do with your sex or your politics. I suggest you turn off your monetization and work to build your platform the same way any other creator has done. Earn your stripes the way everyone else has too. And you'll be pleasantly surprised at how welcoming, wonderful, and inclusive this platform can be. Lo and behold, when you type in Brie Larson, this is what you get. I am late to the party of Brie Larson having uploaded her video about 5 days ago, creating her channel, and I've heard it from a bunch of other YouTubers, from Critical Drinker, Nerdrotic Live, Geeks and Gamers, Robot Head, and World Class Bullshitters. First We Feast I have not seen. That's Gundam the Quartering. No, I haven't seen those. But I'm aware of this, and it's not really good or bad news, but it shows the horrible actions that are happening behind the scenes. And I'm going to preface that because this is all speculation, but I'm going with the little hints here and there that I'm finding along the way. As for an example, if you type in Brie Larson, which I personally don't have a beef with, let's scroll down here. Elizabeth Olsen, the actress who played Scarlet Witch in Avengers. I thought she did pretty good. There's nothing about Elizabeth Olsen I care about. I don't care about Elizabeth Olsen because she played a phenomenal character, or a character that I enjoyed, did it well, and I haven't heard any of her politics. You and I could be diametrically opposed to Elizabeth Olsen, but you're keeping your ideas to yourself and you're here to be an actress. I love that. I want to go watch Elizabeth Olsen movies because there's nothing to repel me against her. I might disagree with some of the writing, or maybe how she executed one or two scenes in the Avengers or the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and maybe the origin of Scarlet Witch. I disagree with that, but that was outside of Elizabeth Olsen's hands. I disagreed with them killing off Quicksilver, but again, that was outside of my hands. That's outside of the control. I think the actor who played Quicksilver was okay, but, you know, it's kind of something you just roll with. I think it was a miscast, but I think he did an okay job. And Elizabeth Olsen, I think she almost nailed her development of connection with specifically Vision. That was awesome to see. I love to see that. She rebelled against Vision because Vision, using his very logical brain, his thought process was logical, but wrong for what Elizabeth Olsen needed to do to both help and to grow. I loved that. But Elizabeth Olsen, there's nothing wrong with her, or at least for what I know. I don't care about watching any of the Wired things. There might be something out there that's very contradictive, not contrary. What I'm looking for, an issue. Let's just go with that. I'm trying to look for what that word is. Something that would be controversial. That's the word. It's like, it started with the word con. But again, Elizabeth Olsen, do your thing, have at it. Pretty much like, oh, I'm so blank. Ryan Reynolds Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Deadpool is incredibly offensive. I loved the first one. The second one was either a hit or miss on some of the scenes. And the movie overall, I don't care to own the movie. I don't. I'm glad I watched it, but I'm done with it. The first one, I want to own the DVD. I want to watch it over and over. That's a fun freaking movie. I think they did well from the start to finish. There's some critiques that I would have for the second one. But with Brie Larson, the reason that I have a beef with her is that she has once said that when she was accepting an award at, I don't remember where, that the people who were critical about the movie with, give me one moment to find it. I found it. It's called A Wrinkle in Time, and Brie Larson apparently starred in it, which I didn't know she did. I knew Oprah was in it because that's one of the main things that they've been advertising for the movie. I didn't like the trailer. It felt like maybe childish type of thing. Child abduction. That sucks. Whew, that sucks. Yeah, Amber Alert. With The Wrinkle in Time, I didn't watch it. I didn't plan on watching it. I thought the trailer was kind of weird. Chris Struckman might like the movie, but it's not for me. I haven't watched it. I don't know if that's to hint. I haven't seen this review yet. And, wait, is that... That can't be Brie Larson. That looks like Kristen Stewart. Yeah. Chris Pine, new Disney movie? Chris Pine. Oh, isn't that the guy who played Star Trek, the Kirk, in the new 2009 Star Trek? I think. Who knows? Well, with Brie Larson, one thing that I kept seeing over and over throughout these videos that I've been watching, that Brie Larson made a new video, and I tried to watch the original video. I'm not going to because I don't want to be copyrighted. One of the reasons why I say that is, if I can find the video, it's a big face of hers. Bree's... There we go. Bree's, from That Star Wars Girl, is that Bree's latest PR move to flag videos critical of her. Note, I haven't watched the video, but that's something that with That Star Wars Girl, she doesn't lie in her videos. She might be wrong with the information, but she doesn't lie. And that's one of the things that I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt of what's happening. Please go watch all of these videos. I'm going to go through each and every single one of these videos within the next hour, trying to get as much information as possible out to you. So That Star Wars Girl is talking about how I think Brie Larson was going to flag videos critical of her, and one issue is that I think that is correct. The original video that Brie Larson uploaded on her video started out, she had probably 95,000 subscribers. When I saw, she had about probably about 125, if not 175,000 subscribers when I first looked. And then she now has 211,000 subscribers over the last 7 days. And the likes on here, I wish I took pictures of it earlier. I didn't. And I'm going to take off dark mode. And I couldn't get past the first minute or two. I don't like Brie Larson. If Brie Larson came off as genuine and actually had a conversation with somebody about some of the things that she has talked about in the past, like saying that specifically white old men have no reason talking about A Wrinkle in Time, no criticizing that movie because it wasn't made for them. It's not the fact of whether or not a movie is made for you or not. She addressed old white men. I am a white man. And I'm going to be an old white man. And I don't want anybody to address another person as, let's reverse the roles. It wasn't made for you, and I don't want to hear any old black men talking about it. It's like, whoa, why? But it's white, therefore you can bash on them, therefore you can go after them. Well, it's like, you haven't experienced slavery, your history is, you have white privilege, and I'm like, I'm still waiting for my white privilege, actually. I really am. Whew, I would love some. If you know where some is, please give it to me. I would love to know where that is. So, with Brie Larson, the issue is just her character, her interviews that she's been in, the movies. She portrays herself that she actually believes she's good, when nobody around her has actually been, I think, critical of her behavior, of her acting, of her betrayals, or of her portraits of the characters that she's supposed to be playing. I don't think people have actually been critical of her, and that's why I think she's kind of nuts. Nuts meaning she just believes she's on cloud nine, but she's just connected. That's it. She's not on cloud nine on skill and ability. She's on cloud nine because she's only connected. I think that's the legitimate thing. Some of her movies, I think there was one movie out there that she was really good in. Every other one I've seen or seen clips of were horrible. So with Brie Larson, again, I wouldn't care. Just like with, if we go back to over here, what is her name? Elizabeth Olsen. I don't care what Brie Larson does. But she was but I don't care what Elizabeth Olsen does. Because I don't know anything about her personally. She's only been an actress. That's only how I know her. And what I've seen, she's done well. I'd love to see more of Elizabeth Olsen roles. Maybe even her having a lead in some role. I might even just check out the trailer, give it a like, move on with my merry day. So, and the reason that I'm kind of harping on with Brie Larson for a bit is that if we go to her channel, or if we go to YouTube and we type in Brie Larson, wait, oh, I didn't spell it right. Brie Larson. If we type in Brie Larson, lo and behold, if you look, not on the left-hand side. Oh, wait, where did her channel go? Usually they showcase her channel, but oh, it's right here on the right-hand side. Because if, hopefully you saw that before. I don't know if I can go back. Yeah, right there. It's the recommendation for her channel is right here, the fourth one down. But what is this thing on the right-hand side? Well, that, I have no idea. I normally never see stuff over there. I don't even recall if things are over there because I always just go on the left-hand side right here with all the videos, and I just scroll down with whatever it is that I want. Usually it's in the top 4 or 5. I don't have to look that far. But here we see that Brie Larson is specifically from what the information that I've been gathering about her likes to how quickly she's been gaining subscribers, the likes she gained at the very beginning, and over time the ratio between likes and dislikes has been shrinking more and more. That 93,000, she's pretty much capped at her likes, but when more people became aware of her channel, there's been more people that have actually been downvoting the video. Now, I would highly recommend to go and watch the entire thing, but to give you a synopsis or a small brief of what's going on is that she had the video from what other people have been specifically in the Neurotic live stream right here. I think it's comics division. I might be wrong on that one, but it's one of those 6 people. The video is just very disingenuous. It feels as though it's Hollywood made. There's 4 or 5, maybe 10 cameras with her talking with different people, and it's a compilation. It feels fake. It feels manipulated. It doesn't feel edited. It doesn't feel like she edited it. She could talk for 21 minutes in front of the camera about her thoughts, where she wants to go. Just, hey, here's a vlog or something, and you know what? I don't know what's going on. And even if the dislike or like ratio is the exact same that comes out that way, that one criticism can at least go away. But this dislike and like ratio is because of her character in interviews, when she plays a character, when she is talking. It's just her character is a bit off for me. And I'm certain that there's a bunch of people that just dislike her for that reason as well. And if we go to, I'm going to put on dark mode. If we go to, we can get rid of that one. Typing in Brie Larson, Brie Larson's channel, the subscribe comes, the video channel actually comes up. But, oh wait, what was that? Hated by cast. That's the third option given. Wow. That's hilarious. But if we actually type in her name, then we get to see, we don't see her subscriber page anymore. Why? Because it's on the right-hand side right here. And I don't know if you can see my mouse, but on the right-hand side, you get to see that the video that she uploaded with 1.2 million with views 5 days ago, the channel's on the right-hand side. So if I go through every single channel that was recommended when I typed in Brie Larson, the Critical Drinker, not even Brie Larson herself, Geeks, well, this is Brie Larson's search, Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic Live, First We Feast, Robot Head, The Quartering, and I think I only got World Class Bullshitters, and there was one more that was recommended, but now we'll just go with those. Okay, so Geeks and Gamers. If we type in Geeks and Gamers, and let's spell it correctly, I don't know, with the plus sign, Geeks and Gamers, where on the right-hand side is Geeks and Gamers promotion? It's not. It's not there. We do get to see Geeks and Gamers at the top left-hand corner, but the entire time as to why, when we scrolled, why is it on the right-hand side? That is a question of mine. I might be overhyping this. I might be just diving into one point that may be incredibly a non-factor, but I'm curious as to why Brie Larson was able to get the amount of views that she did, the amount of subscribers that she did over the first 2-3 days, the like ratio that was incredibly skewed in towards the likes and about the 90-95%, when given enough time, this is actually what is best represented as. About 55% likes, 45. I might be wrong with those percentages, but that's what it looks like. Geeks and Gamers. You get to see that when you type in Geeks and Gamers, there's nothing on the right-hand side. You type in Critical Drinker, there's nothing on the right-hand side. You type in Robot Head, there's nothing on the right-hand side. Nerdrotic, there's nothing on the right-hand side. World Class Bullshitters, nothing on the right-hand side. If we type in First We Feast with 9.05 million subscribers, nothing on the right-hand side. If we type in The Quartering, guess what? It's nothing on the right-hand side. Edgar right here of 14.4 thousand, not million, but thousand, about 14,000 subscribers, 14.5, but 14.4 subscribers. Nothing on the right-hand side. What is going on? I don't understand this. Why? Why in the world would be YouTube have this one specific YouTube channel being promoted on the right-hand side? That's a little skewy to me. So apparently YouTube has been promoting Brie Larson to be rising up, and this is suspiciously, I did not come up with this idea. It was somebody who was in the Nerdrotic, look at this, what is it called? Friday Night Tights. I was looking at the title rather than the thumbnail. But in Friday Night Tights from Nerdrotic Life, he holds it every single Friday with 5 other people, including himself, makes 6. One of them mentioned that it seems suspicious as though after YouTube had a quote-unquote glitch, and thousands, hundreds, if not thousands of YouTube channels went Thanos snapped, they're now gone, they're deleted, and it was a quote-unquote glitch. Now YouTube came out with Brie Larson doing this one thing, trying to promote her to get her going. My question, the biggest question that I have, is that why? And that's kind of a bit of a scary thing, because YouTube is actively fighting against you because there's other people who take precedence. I understand that there are more important channels that are being searched more. That would be a natural algorithm. But what is not natural is YouTube making certain that there are certain channels that are propped up first. For example, give me one moment to find it. Okay, this is my home screen. I don't condone any videos that are here that are just recommended to me, or I've seen, or actually Clownfish TV, I absolutely recommend their channel. They do good. I recommend them. Or this video, the Star Wars SC3 Reimagine, that's pretty cool too. But if we scroll down here, what did you think of this video? Help us improve YouTube, virtual roundtable, racial inequalities of COVID-19. I give that a 1 star. It's terrible. Why? It's offensive, misleading, sexual, repulsive, hateful, violent. I don't care. But I'm going to be as honest as possible. I just think that it is other. I don't. It's misleading. And to me, I don't like it. Okay, but the reason I did that, the reason I gave it that rating, is because almost every single day, if not every other day, I always get a recommendation of academics, athletics, entertainers discussing fighting systematic racism. That has nothing to do with anything in my life. It really doesn't. I don't care for it. Why? Because, one, if there is systematic racism, are you also willing to have that conversation with other races as well? And more importantly, if that goes against again, are you willing to have that conversation against white people as well? It's like, oh, well, white people, right there, I don't care anymore. Or against Asians, some Koreans. What about, again, if can we at least have that conversation? And even if we can't have the conversation, then I don't care anymore. I don't care. You can have the conversation. But the fact that it's a skewed conversation that is promoting a certain ideology, a certain legitimate political ideology, let me say that again. I misspoke. Legitimately speaking about an illegitimate operation, political system called the Black Lives Matter movement. It is a political movement. If it wasn't a political movement, I wouldn't care. I would say I would give you a high five. I would clap and applaud and say, "Hey, have at it, please do your best." But you're not. It's a political movement, and if you disagree with it, therefore racist. That's the biggest reason as to why. And I've said that multiple times. And continuing the conversation, academics, athletes, and entertainers discussing and fighting systematic racism. I don't want this. It's featured. It's promoted. I know. It's just, I've seen this, and I've always clicked the X button. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I've done this over the last week. I'm not interested. I try to take these videos out. I don't care. Fundraiser. So I want to, okay, unscripted, I don't know if any of my videos have been scripted. Well, I've done scripted videos before, but let's just go with this video and pause. Okay, the like and dislike buttons are off. The comment section is off. I don't care about the video. I don't care what's on it. It's really good for the YouTube algorithm, even though it's brought to you by YouTube Originals. But when you remove the like to dislike and the comment section, you stifle free speech. I don't care anymore, regardless of what it was about. Same thing with this. Hearing in Action 2020, I don't care what the video's about. As for right now, I'm just going to go through the comment section. So what's the YouTube opinion on the book Siege by... Okay, this is what the Kellogg Foundation is pushing. Oh my god. Okay, so again, it seems... It's just weird. So, going through some of the video... are they preaching? Are they talking about systematic racism? Okay. Why is it... Okay, there's a grave... Again, I don't care about skin color. I really don't. I believe that there is one race. A dwarven race, talking about D&D, talking about fantasy, the dwarven race, the elven race, the orc race. Okay? There's the dryad race. The human race, there's not a different race. Your skin color, your ethnic background, and the culture that your heritage comes from has nothing to do with you acting what is good and moral today. Because if you practice what is old, but not good, of your heritage that isn't good, should you still be practicing the heritage? And if the answer is yes, can't I? If you think that my heritage is inherently white supremacist, can I not practice that thing unless you think it's problematic? Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you going to apply that thing evenly? Most of the time, it's no. Most of the time in the conversation, when it comes to like how we heal. How we heal? Shut up about it. Oh, you mean like the people out there that are being harmed? Yeah, no. That's not what I said at all. Shut up and get back to work, because meritocracy matters, because men and women matter. It's not about black or white. It's male and female. It's about how men can better serve women. It's how women can better serve family. It's like, oh, that's a very old way of thinking in the world. It's like, okay, let's have all the women in the world stop having children. Yeah, the opposite of what I just said at the very beginning of, hey, I think that women should have children because I think it's going to be fundamentally better for them. I don't care what you do in your life. If you don't want to have children until you're like 54 and you realize that your entire life was wasted and you can't have children anymore because there's a biological clock that you have, well, fine, I don't care. Just like if you had 5 or 10, 20 children. I don't care. You can do whatever you want in your life. That's called freedom. But the majority of people don't like freedom because it means that they have to be responsible for any and all issues in their life. And if they are responsible, that means that they are the ones that cause the ills in their life. So they always push it off to somebody else. I'm not immune to that. I do it. I went out and bought a bunch of stuff from half-price books. I was wrong. I went to Walmart and I purchased a few few impulse buys, but the few impulse buys were rather expensive. They were DVD media, and that was wrong of me because when I looked at when I went to the checkout counter, I wasn't thinking. I wasn't budgeting because I was justifying my bad spending habit. And when I got to the counter, let me look at my let me look at my phone right now. let me check my account. If I go to my app, excuse me. Trying to fill the time in with do 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 do. Come on, load faster. Okay, it has stopped working. Freaking A, are you serious? Do they not know I'm recording? Okay, let me pause it and I'll be right back. Whoa. Okay. I do have in my checking account, I literally have $0.56. That's literally 56 cents in my checking account. Now I have enough to roll over. I have a decent amount of savings, but those are emergency funds. They're not. There was no reason for me to do that. Holy crap, man. Oh, I was so close. I think my card would have denied if 57 cents more was on that. Okay, dang, that's dumb and stupid. Again, that was a dumb, stupid activity of mine. That's my fault. That's nobody else's. That's mine. And it's just, this whole thing's silly. It's like, I really do want to just talk about comic books. Not really comic books. I like the nostalgia of comic books. I love creating the story. The story is fun. Sometimes the story is crap, and you just have to create another one. Sometimes the story is so phenomenal and never gets shared with anybody. That sucks. But you know what? There's going to be another day and another time in which we can create stuff. And I'd love to create that type of story. I love creating stories like that. It's fun. Sometimes I don't get the way that I want because the story has to go a certain way. It's like, you know what? It would be better for the story to do that. And then you roll with the story as best as possible. But what's happening right now on YouTube, I'm blessed to have the channel that I have. I am. But it's not cool that YouTube is doing what it's doing. And I might have to go somewhere else. But I might not need to go anywhere else until after maybe 5. I don't know how many subscribers I'm going to have. I wish I could get hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But maybe only 1 or 2 more subscribers. And that would be enough for me. If I could just get one more person to find my content enjoyable, that they can better their life, that maybe at the end of the day, somebody had a bad day, they look at my channel, and they realize, you know what, you're right, or, you know what, you're wrong, or it's enjoyable. I don't know. I want to be able to create content that people find enjoyable. And when stuff like this happens, again, imagine this, because of quote-unquote systematic racism, racism is non-existent because we are of one race. Being a quote-unquote bigot or an ism to a certain skin color, you could probably call it ethnicism or ethnocentrism or something. I think that would be a more legitimate word to use. But again, if we go with the words, a conversation, white folks are reading, but they are not, but are they learning? What the fuck? Holy shit! Oh, I am so sorry for headphones users. Wow! Let's apply I did not read this on the right-hand side. White folks are reading, but are they learning? Again, if that was anything other than to do with the public education system or private schooling, other than you need to learn, white people, let's flip on its head. Black folks are reading, but are they learning? It's like, wow! It's like, as a black person, I don't think you could talk about white people, right? Because as a white person, I can't talk about black people in that way, can I? Holy shit! Fuck the Black Lives Matter movement. Fuck it all, man. That's retarded. That is absolutely nutty. That's stupid. But let's keep going through this insanity. Let's have fun with it. Fucking hell, man. Okay, so the healing in action with this, thumbs down. I don't really care about that anymore. Oh. Wait, continuing the conversation. Let's go through every single video. Yeah, let's go through every single video. Let's mute it. Pause it. No like to dislike. I'm going to give it a dislike. I don't know if it actually shows anything. But a conversation about being black in America. Oh, Okay, actually is a good like ratio. The BLM and this Marxist organization that Will Smith is a part of. Do some research. I actually do believe in that first part, the Black Lives Matter, is a Marxist organization because BLM, Black Lives Matter, is a political organization. If it wasn't a political organization, I wouldn't care. Great video. Notice human lives matter, people live in the past, whatever. I'm gonna give it a dislike. It's like Will Smith is kind of a nutty character. He's kind of stayed out of politics, at least from what I've seen. Jim Carrey used to do a lot of political stuff that it's like, dude, shut up. But Jim Carrey shut up, and I'm liking him more and more. It's just like, you can have whatever thing you want. You can fund anything. Just shut up, make a good product, and I'll give you more money. It's just that simple. And if you don't like that, well, you get to do whatever thing you want. So do I. So again, within reasons, within certain bounds. Did I get a? Got something I have to look at later. So let's go with the next one. Healing in action. We already did that. Let's go with this next one. Ooh, okay. Full episode 100 Black Fathers. Ooh, you know what? I'm not a fan of Oprah Winfrey, but the moment that you said fathers, I want to give it a thumb up, but I'm not going to give it a dislike. So conversation, Obama Foundation, there's no like or dislike. The comments are off. White folks are reading. I love that. White folks are reading, but are they learning? Fuck off, you shit. Abolitionists' teachings, and the future of schools, I don't care. Again, I don't care. I don't want a political movement to be teaching. Okay? Juneteenth Black Family Reunion with Revolt and Nick. Fuck off. Yeah. What's the next one? Freedom. Again, no likes to dislikes. There's no like to dislike. There are no comments. You can have that, but fuck off. Again, social section and civil rights and social justice. Fuck off. Oh, retards. Okay. So again, like to dislike, comments off. That's an immediate red flag for me. I don't want to listen to you if you're not willing to allow me to have a conversation. Now, there's a few, as for an example, Christian channels, only like one or two, that I may follow or may look at every time to time, see what's going on, and maybe be challenged with my own belief system. And they turn off the like and dislike ratio, likes and dislikes, including the comment section. But you know what? I don't watch the channel. I just watch a video and I move on. But again, it's like when you have a like to dislike off. Okay, what allergies? White allergies. Uncomfortable conversations with a black man, with Matthew Conaughey. Okay, you know what? Wow. Why are you blocking commenters? Are some of them making you uncomfortable? I'm going to give this a dislike because uncomfortable conversations with a black man. Okay, me as any person on the left-hand side, put that person with any skin color, any ethnicity, talking to a black man. Okay? And then they're just having a conversation. Why is it uncomfortable? Okay, there's systematic racism. Okay, has it been systematically racist against you, or have you believed it? Because, chicken or the egg. A police officer comes to your vehicle, who starts the fighting? If the police officer starts the fighting because he's legitimately racist, it doesn't help your case. Even if it's... you always have video cameras. Video cameras are awesome. That's why we have police cams. I love them. They're awesome. But you can't fight racism by making yourself look a certain way and acting a certain way. Now, that's me not having been in a situation like that. I've been falsely imprisoned. I've been by the police in Lake Jackson in 2015. That's what happened to me. It sucked. I went overnight. I was there for a birthday party on a college campus. I looked quote-unquote suspicious. I got there about an hour earlier than everybody else. I even had proof of me signing in at the registry of all the guests and visitors. I was arrested, and I just refused to show my ID. So they detained me for overnight. I was peaceful, I was respectful, but the police, I fucking hate the police. I don't like dealing with the police. I might be arrested. That's a possibility that has happened to me before. But we need the police. But again, systematic racism, I think that the system is just wrong. Or what are the factors with it? If I start asking about that, it's not uncomfortable. It's like, oh, you're a white man, you don't understand. Because I'm white, therefore judgment. Okay, you're black, therefore judgment. You're yellow, therefore judgment. Oh, it's racist to call an Asian yellow, or why would you call somebody black or white? It's just kind of funny to me. You know what? Let me go back. Okay, you know, I got it out of my system. What I just did right here was kind of dumb and stupid. It's good to have these type of conversations, and I don't think this is edited one bit, and if it is edited, it seems like it's just more of a long conversation, which needs to be happening, which, again, fantastic. I would love to give it a thumbs up, which I might as well. Go with the flow. But, yeah, I said my piece, I was wrong, and within the matter of 5-10 minutes, I proved myself wrong, okay? That's good. It's okay to prove yourself wrong on that. Shut up. Okay.
Hey y'all, how are you?
No, shut up. Oh, yeah! Okay, I forgot about that, because we were going to go in order of all these things right here. But that's just so much I just don't care about. Thumbs up for at least having the conversation. I don't care what the conversation's about. It's like anything that with... if there's a just a long form discussion that's ever had on YouTube, if I don't want to watch it, I'll give it a thumbs up just for the heck of it. Like, hey, I'm glad you're doing it. I don't care for it, but I want to support you. And that's my way of supporting you. And going back to why we were doing this video to begin with, is that Brie Larson is being supported by YouTube. Specifically, I don't know why there would be something on the right-hand side for Brie Larson to be promoted like that. So, Geeks and Gamers, Critical Drinker, Robot Head, Neurotic, World Class Bullshitters, First We Feast, which has way more combined of all the other channels combined subscribers. First We Feast, and The Quartering, and one more is Edgar Wright. And last one, we can already delete that one, and it's so silly. It really is silly. I really do wish that YouTube would stop the crap that they're doing, but it's only going to get worse. Okay, the only way that I can actually fight against this type of stuff is saying, hey, what you're doing is wrong. And somebody else can see this, make their own decision, make their own judgment about all the content that I've produced, all the videos that are out there for you to go and look at yourself and make a conclusion and at least get people aware of it. I want YouTube to succeed the way that 2010 YouTube was, a decade ago. Because it wasn't political. YouTube had a bias. YouTube did have a bias. But now it just kept getting more exasperated, but it's still one of the better places to post a video to get a following. And it's just so silly. So everybody out there, one of the things that I would highly recommend is go have your own opinion, I highly recommend Studio C, top soccer shootout ever with Scott Sterling. Scott Sterling's my hero. I highly recommend to go out there, make your own decisions, make your own, form your own opinions, do your own research. That's the best advice that I could give. There's nothing else that I could really add to this. It's just so silly. It really is. So let's just go through Brie Larson's video for the sake of it. Okay, let's go through Brie Larson's video and see what the hell is happening here. So give me all the ideas. What do you want to see? Who should I collab with? 489 replies. Gaming videos. Yeah, I'll give it like that. Covers, please. I don't know what you're talking about. Do a quarantine vlog? Okay, whatever. Okay, let's scroll in a little bit further. Or zoom in. Whoa. There we go. Now we got some people. So who here instantly paused and went to the comments? Did I actually like that video? Like that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Here are the people you should collab with. The Critical Drinker, The Quartering, Geek and Gamer, Gundam, Undoomed, etc. Anyone else I forgot to say? The 92K likes are Australians trying to hit the downvote button. That's funny. Is there a reason that you're deleting comments that don't support your narrative? Which I would actually agree with that. Anybody in the comment section, I give them the benefit of the doubt anytime that somebody in a video might be deleting their comments. I have no proof, but I always side with the people in the comment section. I always go with their side, regardless of whether or not it's a video a channel that I actually enjoy. Because, excuse me. For example, oh, that's weird. Wait, how? That looks so fake. I didn't realize. In this photo, even that Star Wars girl is going to mention it, but in this photo, this tweet from Brie Larson, she's closing her eyes on the left-hand side, but her but her eyes are open in the camera. So she recorded it. Holy crap! Like, how freaking lame do you have to be? Just let it run. You don't have to record it. Oh my gosh. Unless, and I'll give her a benefit of the doubt, unless there's a little bit of a lag and she blinked. Okay? That's the only way that this can happen. But it looks... that looks so fake. Again, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Oh my gosh. Okay, back to the comment section. Oh, okay. You should collab with the Quartering. He's a huge fan and speaks of you daily. Okay, that's more of a troll than anything. Collaborate with the Critical Drinker. He's a big fan. Man, I love what the Critical Drinker did. I think, which one was it? One of the videos that he posted. Where is it? Okay, Why the Past Matters. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's a video for 7 minutes, 33 seconds of just... I don't know how to describe it. I've recommended this. I've actually watched it with other people. I don't know how to describe this video, but it's one of those things that if you look back in history, it's such a nostalgic video that explains the validity, the certainty as to why we need to stop the censorship, why we need to stop the cancel culture. It's like, I may hate the sequels, the Disney sequels in Star Wars, but don't uncanonize them. Don't remove them. Don't burn them. Let's learn from it, and even if we want to build off of that Star Wars, we can. Okay? Let's start anew. Let the fans have it. It's one of the reasons why I think the Clone Wars, not the animated series of the Clone Wars, did phenomenal. Because it may have explained a few things that were kind of wrong, if not very wrong, with the prequel movies, with with George Lucas prequel movies. And that's something that could happen. And man, it's so awesome. Let's get rid of that one permanently. So, Google and Hollywood actors support and promote socialism. Someone who is already rich and famous gets helped by an algorithm to be monetized, make it in trending, and have over 200,000 subscribers in 3 days. Meanwhile, normal YouTubers can only dream of something like this. This is what they really mean by socialism. Normal people get the breadlines, and the elites get the champagne and caviar. I absolutely agree with that, and it has been proven. Within the last 3 days, Brie Larson became trending and has gained over 200,000 subscribers. That's freaking ridiculous to me. That really is. But again, that could have been a bot or something. I don't know. Let's skip the ad and then pause it. Shut up. I don't care about you. I really wish I could. I really wish I could care about you, Brie Larson, but you've said so many weird things. And if you just said one thing, where did I go wrong? And you talk to somebody. You don't even have to apologize, because it's like, okay, that was my past. I wasn't aware of it. What can I do better? Yeah, that's it. But that's the exact same thing that any single... You know what? Here's an epiphany. Well, that's pretty true. The cancel culture. Actually, it would be good to have a cancel culture. That'd be awesome. But a cancel culture. Dang, that's a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast. Cancel culture. Cancel culture. Dang, it's tough. Is that if I'm only wanting an apology from Brie Larson, that's the same activity that people who are from the Black Lives Matter, the LGBT group, Antifa, the woke, leftist, SJW people are actually wanting from everybody else. But the difference is that she doesn't have to apologize to me. I don't have to care about her. It's like, you know what? I don't have to care about you. And I already don't care about you. But I don't care if I give you a dislike. Like, if you're doing your own thing, I'm not going to go to your video. I don't care. But when you speak out about, again, oh man, I need to be a bit more coherent with what the things I say. I don't need a 30-year-old white woman talking about printers, and social activism. Thumbs up. As a white person, I condone this message. I approve of that message. Holy crap, you're a long We'll go with it. I'm a longtime YouTube consumer. This is our house. Many of us came here to get away from television and Hollywood. We came here to make fun of those things, to be and watch real people, do and experience real things, to be entertained by whom we choose. This slow invasion by network television shows and Hollywood elite is horribly sad to watch. And it is draining the livelihoods away from the tens of thousands who built and continue to build this place. All the good people will leave, some will go to other platforms, but many will have to abandon their careers. Apparently, all so some rich people can get richer. All that will be left on YouTube will be vapid, sanitized content that consumers like me abandon television to get away from. I strongly encourage everyone to support as many independent creators directly as you are able. Yes, Mrs. Larson, or yes, Miss Larson, you have the right to voice. You have the right to a voice and a platform the same as anyone else. But instant monetization and trending abilities on your very first video just because you are famous? That screams of favoritism than when thousands of talented, hardworking creators have spent years working to gain that ability. Please don't be surprised at the backlash you are receiving. It truly has nothing to do with your sex or your politics. I suggest you turn off your monetization and work to build your platform the same way any other creator has done. Earn your stripes the way everyone else has too. And you'll be pleasantly surprised at how welcoming, wonderful, and inclusive this platform can be. I wish I could highlight that. You know what? I'm going to put that at the very beginning. That's amazing. This entire thing is worth it. Oh, man. I'm probably going to put that at the very beginning of the video because that's something that I really wish people would just understand is that I don't care about your politics. I don't care about your politics. I don't care about your life. Work hard. There's videos on this channel. There are YouTube channels on this platform I don't care to go watch. The Quartering. He's a legitimate YouTuber. He has 824,000 subscribers. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't really like. It's just, I don't know. It's like Yang Ye. He's a good YouTuber. He posts some very valid information from time to time, but I don't know if I'm a subscriber to him or not. I just don't really care that much to be a subscriber. I'm grateful that he is a subscriber. I'm grateful that he is a channel. I'm grateful that he's working hard. That's something that I'm grateful that he's not trying to call out anybody and saying, "Hey, you should die." Like, whoa, that's a bit much. I mean, that's the type of attitude I kind of had, so I need to check myself. Check yourself. Treat yourself. But this sentiment from Spat56 is a phenomenal representation, clear, as concise as possible, and as many words that is needed to describe the situation in which Brie Larson has the support of YouTube that every other person on this channel does not. She is connected. She's popular only because she's connected. She got her roles in the roles that she got because she's connected. It's the way Hollywood works. Fuck Hollywood. I don't care what comes out of Hollywood except for the things that I like. It's like, if I don't like the video, I don't care anymore. Well, actually, I don't know if that's much of a I don't know if that's much of a sting against Hollywood, or it's just me not caring about things. So you know what? That criticism I'm accepting to have, because that's actually a legit criticism for me. But high five. Let's see what they said. Replied, "Well said, but I am enjoying the comment section." Yes, why can't we have nice things without ruining it for all of us? Oh man, that's awesome. Really could have. Really could not have said that better. The only part about the original, the OG YouTube can be found, well, until she learns how to censor the comments or close them completely. I don't know. I didn't really get that the first time, so I was going to give it a like. I read it, but I didn't comprehend it. I don't know if anybody out there has ever had that situation where it's like, I'm reading it. I'm even reading it aloud, but I don't even know what I read. So, don't worry. As soon as Hollywood gets back to production after COVID and celebs get their daily dose of back-patting, preening interviews, praising them, and preachy self-promotion, they'll forget all about YouTube again. That's the one thing I hope. That would be great. And I don't think the views matter unless she is getting monetized for her comments. I only came here for after Quartering did a video on it to read the comments and have a good laugh. Till now, none have disappointed. entitled. Oh my gosh, such a bitch. John Wang. I wonder if anybody actually said anything. Show more replies. I'm gonna actually give a comment. John Wang. You know what? I have no idea whether this is. I'm not gonna give this. Whatever. Downvote. Cancel. Whatever. Moving on. Okay, you should be humble. The Critical Drinker holds you in such high regards. After scrolling through the comments, I have came to one conclusion. The comment section will be turned off on later videos. It's one of the reasons why I do go to these videos and read the comments. Because I've seen, I think it was one video, and it only takes one to really get under your skin. One video where I read a phenomenal amount of comments, and they were just amazing. They were both outlashing about the hypocritical nature of whatever about that video was, but then they turned off the comments, or they were deleting a lot of the comments. And I don't remember what it was, but there was an incredible controversy where the YouTube video, I think it was with Batwoman or something in that regard, where they kept deleting comments. They kept their comment section open, but they kept deleting their comments. And people kept on posting video after video and so on and so forth. So, no one wants to be lectured about social morality by someone they already find morally distasteful. That's very true. For their previous actions and statements, you are seen by many in a very negative light for your behavior offset and on interviews, which I agree. Of the Marvel movies, you wear in, and your further hateful, racist, sexist statements made in those interviews does not help. At this point, there is nothing you can ever do to garner the care or attention of the general public. It is time for you to accept that your 15 minutes of fame are over, aside from the anger you cause people by being a sexist and racist. Cancel Brie. I actually agree with that. Never associate with an SJW, because their entire thing is everything's racist, everything's bigoted. You as a white person have inherent racism within you. Therefore, again, it's just SJWs are legitimate. Leftism, current modern day liberalism, not classic liberalism, which the fundamental principle of the individual. Modern day liberalism is a virus. Leftism is a virus. SJWism is a virus. Black Lives Matter, the LGBT group, is a virus. It gets in your head, it makes you weak, you spread and infect, and you make everybody weak around you. It's everybody else's fault, it's everybody else's to blame, rather than saying, what actions did I do to cause this? That's the reason it's a virus. Actually, that's probably the biggest reason as to why it's a virus. Yeah, so, hey guys, Brie Larson here. I had to make a YouTube I had to make a YouTube channel because I'm such a raging narcissist that I can't go 3 months without attention. My ego simply can't handle it. Here's an idea. Go away now. That sounds like the Critical Drinker. Everyone wants to know what someone with the mentality of a 13-year-old girl thinks. Thumbs up. Oh, balls for his thumbnail. Thumbs up my comment if you immediately hit pause and went straight to the comments without watching the video at all. Yeah. Now I'm kind of in that camp. I only saw the first minute or two. I got a notification. Uh-oh. Oh, I got outbid in my. Okay, I'll do that in a bit. I got outbid in an eBay purchase. So it's Iron Man, the Iron Man trilogy on Blu-ray. The person put it for $1 for 99 cents. It's I was the first bidder. Somebody just outbidded me, and because they outbidded me, I'm gonna wait. So maybe I should have just let somebody else be the first bidder. But I always wait until the very end. I have to see where my maximum purchase is gonna be. It's a little bit off topic, but I highly recommend that you go out and collect hard physical discs, because there is a cancel culture that are coming after movies that are what they currently think is offensive. Yeah, but in about 10 years, anything you think right now will be offensive. Everything's going to be offensive later on in life. So again, canceling something, deleting something, uncanonizing something. I am 100% in disagreement with that. I hate the Cars 2. Hate it. I absolutely think it demolishes the Cars. I know it's a Pixar's child's movie. I love that series. The first one, great family flick. Third one, they almost ended it wonderfully. But they have an ending in the third film that kind of just ruins the entire moral of the story. But it's kind of acceptable. But the second one, just stupid. Kung Fu Panda 3, it's stupid. Kung Fu Panda 2, phenomenal. One of my favorite movies. I know it's a children's film. I know it's more of a family film than a children's film, but some of the acting in that, it's weird, but it's one of my favorites. But Kung Fu Panda 3, it's just awful. I don't like it. I don't think it ends off. I don't think it ends the trilogy off right. I would have loved to see something with Tigress. I know that the family should have come in, but Tigress was pushed to the side. There was a lot of development, like a lot of planting the seeds in the second film that you got to see, like, oh, is there something more here? And then, nothing. That's so stupid. So YouTube was originally meant for real, honest people who are fed up with constant mind control from fake TV and the Hollywood propaganda. You don't belong here, cheese. Thumbs up with that. This is so disingenuous, which I agree. It's just made, it's Hollywood made. It's not an actual video. Just what everybody needs. Another celebrity grandstanding from their bubble of self-perceived virtue. Why is your mom lying that she never heard of YouTube? Now the whole world knows she's a liar. Wow. Again, my mom knows about YouTube, and my mother is, let's just say, technically inept. So, love her, love everything about her, sort of, but, yeah, you should know what YouTube is. My step-grandmother knows what YouTube is. So if your mom doesn't know what YouTube is, and you and your mother, literally one of the most popular, most hated, but most popular, or well-known people in Hollywood, your mother doesn't know about YouTube? Fuck off. You should collab with the Critical Drinker if you're worth anything. Ooh! Ooh, do I like it? Do I dislike it? Ooh, it's just such a slight and such a rude manner. If you're I'm gonna get that a dislike. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but that's not even good. That's not even good taste. Like it's not good trolling if you're worth anything. That just seems mean-spirited. Sadly, Brie Larson is no, I'm probably gonna contradict myself. It's just that I don't like that ending. No. Sadly, Brie Larson is the common standard of a modern woman, dull and narcissistic. No wonder why we're incels. Self-deprecation at its finest. There was a fad in 18th century France where the aristocracy, including Marie Antoinette, I'm actually impressed with myself that I actually pronounced that correctly, I think. Antoinette. Yep. Would dress down to look like the plebs. This they thought was oh so funny and delightfully quaint. The French Revolution came not long after. Thumbs up. It's very true. If you think how do you become one of the people? Talk with them. You have a conversation with them. Now, agreeing and disagreeing is part of being the common people. Yeah, guess what? I disagree with something that my stepfather said. He said something and I snapped at him. He said something at me, he snapped at me, I snapped back. We're still family. So what? It's like, yeah, move on. That's how to be a common people. That's at least in my opinion. I don't know about anybody of you rich people out there, and of you plebs. Narcissist. Noun, a person who has excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. Narcissists who think the world revolves around them. Yeah, that's about right. But this person is so oblivious. Obviously an actor playing the role of a YouTuber. It's kind of painful to watch. I agree. When you're so awful, your own co-stars can't even bother to hide their disdain in junkets. Which I don't know what a junket is. What's a junket? Is a milk-based dessert? Really? I don't... Trip, tour, special... Oh. Okay, so a trip or tour especially, one taken at officially public expense. So okay. Okay. So your people make you start a YouTube channel for PR damage control. Oh, because she was doing interviews with people and she was just so horrible in those interviews. Now I get it. Now I'm following. So your people make you start a YouTube channel for PR, public relations, damage control, and pretty much all of YouTube collectively go, That's a no. I would say, nah. So I agree with that. Thumbs up. I don't care how many times Brie Larson jumped on the casting couch. She can't be a movie star or a YouTuber. I kind of agree with that, actually. Her attitude... Again, I think that Brie Larson is the product of her environment. She's in Hollywood, she's connected, and everybody has been saying yes, 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 yes to her. That no one dares say no. I think Brie Larson actually dumped her boyfriend because of a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 game or something that he was looking forward to. Let me actually find that because I don't want to give out false information. Okay, I was going to go look for Brie Larson's, that rumor that I just mentioned. Well, I found something a little bit more interesting. Her sex life. Like, why are you watching that? I don't know, but it's so interesting how much of a whore she is. Brie Larson's love and 7 boyfriends 2020. Okay. New boyfriend, dating history, lifestyle, boyfriend, and whatever. Brie Larson, the boyfriend. Oh, okay, this is the rumor. Brie Larson kicks out boyfriend over Nintendo game. Now, let me actually find, I'm going to watch that at some point. I'm going to pause it. Pause. I'm going to actually watch it at some point. Because that actually looks pretty interesting. 7 minutes on the dot. Good show. Thumbs up. I don't even have to watch it. Sometimes I disagree with world-class bullshitters. Sometimes I just, fervently disagree. But I think that he produces good content. I think that he's consistent. I don't mind giving a like. You know what? Yeah, let's keep it. So if we go back to... There we go. Any chance... Where was I? There we go. Sorry, should have given you a warning. Any chance, because that always strains my eyes. That's why I always go to dark mode. Any chance you could just stick to hating white people in your movies and not on YouTube? Fantastic. I thought Brie Larson was a Scandinavian cheese. Yes, she is. She's a private school kid, and this is her first day at public school. You're getting eaten alive. Actually, yeah, she's a private school kid, and this is her first day at public school. That is a great analogy. Oh, I am so going to use that, Sean Haggard. Yeah, hopefully that's how you spell Sean, or pronounce Sean. Sheen, but Sean. I'm going to go with Sheen. Sheen, Cian. I'm going to go Mr. Haggard. I'm going to use that. She's a private school kid, and this is her first day at public school. You're getting eaten alive. Oh, I so agree with that. I already liked that one. Don't rely on Lily Snee for comedic advice. I don't know who that is, but thumbs up, I guess. 69 likes. I don't know who that is, so I'm going to unlike it. Nobody at all. Brie Larson. I'm starting a YouTube channel. Thumbs up. The comments are far more entertaining than the video. I agree. You know, she hasn't used YouTube in a long time. When she's unaware of how disliked she is within the YouTube community, she's not relatable and is hypocritical. And she is a hypocrite when she's sexist and racist. Wait, she's a hypocrite when she's sexist and racist. She's not... Oh, wait. Okay, Dark Slayer, I'm going to criticize you for a bit. She's not relatable, not because... Oh, wait, she's not relatable and is a hypocrite when she's sexist and racist. So it's not that people are bothered by her sexism and racism. People are bothered by her hypocrisy of being a sexist and a racist. What the fuck? No like to you, sir. That's stupid. So... Oh my gosh, I'm gonna give you a like. Good job. But I agree with your sentiment, but oh my gosh. So again, you're mentioning that her racism and sexism is not the bother. It's that she's a hypocrite when she is. Oh, that just sounds so stupid. Okay. So if quarantine continues, it won't be surprising to see Robert Downey Jr. start a cooking channel. That I actually wouldn't mind. Let me see what other people say. I'd watch that. I would. Holy cow, you're right. I would watch that, at least the first video. I don't know if I would continue watching it, but I would so watch it. And here we see Brie Larson, an actress, pretending to be likable, kind-hearted, and self-aware character. Yeah, she's trying. She's a horrible actress. She can't even play Brie Larson. Oh, that's funny. Comedy advice from Lily's. Who the freaking heck is this? Who is this person? Lily is a Canadian YouTuber, comedian, and show actress gained from social media. The pseudonym is Wonder Woman born. Oh! Back in 20... Okay, I have no idea who she is. Never heard of her. I've probably seen her video once or her channel once, but then I was like, I don't care. Or she was, I guess, Wonder Woman. I think there was a controversy in like 2015, 2016, maybe 2017 that I looked at her videos for like a week and then I was off doing other things. But I don't know what that's all about. Cringe. Wow, the wall is coming on that one fast. I hate white men because I'm anti-racist. Wait a second, that was funny. I hate white men because I'm anti-racist. Brie Larson. I love it when people are racist and sexist while being at the same time claiming that they aren't. It's amazing. Excuse me. People in YouTube used to live in harmony, but everything changed when the... Oh, an Avatar reference. Peaceful nations, but everything changed. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. People in YouTube used to live in harmony, but everything changed when the Karen Nation attacked. Brie Larson is a Karen, actually. Yeah, it's just she has such a face of a Karen. Like if we go back up here, she has a Karen face. Like that face is like her face is uptight. Who are the people on the left-hand side? Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Still, he looks gay. She looks pretty good. Wee! Look at that. That looks kind of horrifying. Wee! Yeah, get this out of your head. It's a nightmare. It's alive! Oh, man. People unsubscribing me from me left and right, which I would absolutely understand. Oh, let's just go with a few more. Oh. Wow, did they, like, update or something? Because I think I skipped this. Wow. Okay. I made a life decision, because I remember this one. Like, I don't know. I think this is when I went up. Okay. I made a life decision. I'm starting a YouTube. Everyone on her calls, yeah! All of us, no. Just no. Like. So sick of seeing videos from white dudettes. I actually agree with that, sort of. I don't get that. Wait, why? That's kind of racist, quote-unquote racist. Now, I was going to say the word racist, because even early in the video I said, wait, racism doesn't, because we're all of one race. Yeah, it's just one of those things of, like, if you're living in a fishbowl, you don't realize that you're living in water. So I don't realize that I'm actually using certain things that are actually contradictive itself, so. Forgive me, please, Internet, forgive me! Then go fuck yourself. So sick of seeing videos from white dudettes. You know, I don't get that. I don't know. Like, what does that mean? Didn't know you call them dudettes. I'm just going to give these people likes. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. If you want to be inclusive, include the critical drinker. I agree with that. Why can't I reply to her comment when she asks who she should collaborate with? Is it because I'm a white male? I think you're just presuming too much, man. Yeah, it's like, is it because I'm a white male? I've been there in my life. It's kind of like, kind of shut up about that. Only do it if she's mentioning it because she actually said those things. I'm a straight white male, so I'm automatically a bad guy. Okay. That sucks for you. That sucks. I'd offer support, but I'm just a white dude. So, there we go. It's like, I'm gonna give that a like. I'm gonna give that a like because I don't like that. I just don't. This one comment just seems weird. It's because I'm a white male. It's like, stop presuming so much. It is because you're a white male. Something tells me this comment section won't last much longer. Like, what's it like knowing everyone hates your guts? I'm interested in a clinical sense. Dr. Ben Chode. I don't know if that's your actual name. Oh, please be an actual channel. Dr. Ben Chode, 4 subscribers. No, he's not real. Okay, but that would have been hilarious if he actually was a legitimate doctor. That'd have been awesome. I don't care about that. Okay. Yeah, I gave it a like. So, oh no, how to hit record? How to you hit? What? What does that make any? That doesn't make any sense. Oh no, how to you hit record? Okay, that's whatever. As the video switches between multiple camera angles. Oh, gotcha. Oh, how to hit? Oh, to hit record. I thought it was record. How to hit record. As the video switches between multiple camera angles, this is so fake and clearly scripted. Brie asked the tech guy. This is littered with grammar issues. Brie asked the tech guy next to you how to hit the record button. SMH. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? SMH. The Sydney Morning Herald. I'm certain that's what they meant. The Sydney Morning Herald. The Sarasota Memorial Hospital. Oh, man. The SMH, standing for shaking my head, is an internet initialism variously used to convey disappointment, disapproval, frustration, and impotence. I know it says impatience, but I'm going to say the word impotence because it's funny. At least it is to me. Hopefully it is to you. Just make an OnlyFans. Oh, just make it OnlyFans. At least the viewers there won't care about it being fake. Ooh, Brie Larson did an OnlyFans. I'm gonna be the one that says it. I might join that. I want to see what it's about. Like, what would happen? The things I would see. The things I won't be able to unsee. Oh, no! Oh, yes! Oh, no! Creating this channel is a selfish use of your privilege. I kind of agree with that. I don't think it's entirely, like, a selfish use of your privilege. I wouldn't use those words, but you're correct. So who came straight towards the comment section? Like, 1 sub before August. How many subs do you have? Oh, you don't know. You're not showing your subscribers. Subscribe. I'm going to subscribe to you so hard. And I did, too. Please collaborate with Jeremy Renner. Renner? He would love that opportunity, I'm sure. I have no idea who that guy is. Jeremy Renner? Oh, Hawkeye! Dude! Claims ex is a liar with drug and mental... Ooh, okay, he's having some issues. Accuses ex of misappropriating daughters. Ooh, anytime that family is getting in the way with a struggle between a mother and a father of that child, I'm always going to side with the person who's not using the daughter or the child. I don't know the situation, but more importantly, I might even side with Jeremy because he's a father. And most men get fucked when it comes to with family situations like this. Women, often, if not 80+% of the time, regardless of the situation in hand, boom, you are immediately, quote unquote, more owed of the child. But then, why are they owed? Why do they get to have the child, but I have to still pay for it? Like, do I have access to my child only on the weekend? Okay, well then I'm going to pay 2/7 of the amount that I get to operate get to have this child. You can pay 5/7. You get to have them 5 days a week. That's what's fair. But it's bullshit what's going on with that. And that's my soapbox moment. So I apologize for that. Must be nice to make one video, get verified, and have millions of views. Women have it so tough. Like, everyone on Twitter who thought she was going to come out, how are y'all... Wait, she was going to come out. How are y'all feeling? You mean like out of the closet or something? I don't get that. She has like multiple boyfriends and stuff. Yeah, she's a whore, so I'm certain she has a bunch of friends. Okay, first things first. Why does Brie's mom look younger than her? Really? If not younger, then why exactly the same age? But whatever. Secondly, Brie wants Miss Cheese wants us to look with a different lens into her person, but that's like looking into a void of nothingness. She is a redundant as the previous phrase, void of nothingness. I mean, it's time that we call these shallow... Why did you capitalize the word T? I guess that would be legitimate. Okay, these shallow Hollywood people out for once. It's so disturbing to see Hollywood invade YouTube armed with surface-level content. YouTube should remain belonging to the common person who worked their butts off for their views and content. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Thirdly, at least the sentiment. So, Thirdly, why would Brie start a YouTube channel and then start thinking about what kind of content she wants to create? You're supposed to do that before. I'm not going to give that much because when I started a YouTube channel, I thought I had an idea of where I'm going to go, and then I changed. There's some other YouTube channels like Clownfish TV is a great example. Clownfish TV came out with, gaming content and commentary, and now they're actually doing more entertainment news every single day. So again, you can have an idea of what you want, so you don't have to give her that much crap. It's completely nonsensical that she create a 20-minute video wasting people's time. It's not like we are Hollywood stars who can just waste their times living in an echo chamber. Okay, if it's 20 minutes, you don't have to watch it, man. It's 20 minutes. It's a 20-minute video I didn't watch. I'm actually having much more fun in the comment section. You don't have to watch it and waste your life doing so. Fourthly, I'm willing to bet the right testicle that Brie Larson has never even touched. Wait. Oh! I thought he was saying Brie Larson's right testicle. Okay. Fourthly, I'm willing to bet my right testicle that Brie Larson has never even touches a gaming system in her freaking life. I kind of doubt that because okay. I'm not really taking this guy literally. I mean, did anyone else hear that 8 million second pause when Brie was asked if she ever played Fortnite? Huh. Okay. Fifthly, YouTube should remain true to its founding, where the average person can make their voice heard. It should never be a place where privileged Hollywood stars mingle with the simple-minded peasants, that make up a 99.999999999%. You can fact check me on how many nines there actually were that I said and how many there actually are on screen of the population to enlighten them of their divine, revolutionary ideas. Screw off. I agree with that, like the last bit, but everything else is kind of just you venting. I support your venting, sir. This channel will be about inclusivity. Get star treatment, instant monetization, and trending page. Okay, white Hollywood elite person, you know all about inclusivity, don't ya? Thumbs up. I would subscribe, but I'm a white guy, so I can't. Because, Brie Larson doesn't want to have anything to do with you, right? That's the only way that I'm actually going to take that comment, because if there's anything, he has Ed, double D from Ed and Eddie. I'm going to give you a like because of that. So I'm going to unlike you because of your comment, because it's worded weird. And I'm going to give you a like because of your thumbnail, because of your profile picture. Here, before the comments get turned off, thumbs up. Sorry, I don't know if I thumbed it up. Did I thumb it up? I did. Oh, ooh, it's so bright. The internet hath spoken. This isn't for you. Thumbs up. If only Thor's hammer flew a few inches to the left, we would have been saved. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Jack Black makes a YouTube channel. Everyone, what a legend! We will welcome you with open arms. Brie Larson makes a YouTube channel. Everyone, ugh, her again. I actually agree with that, but I can also understand why this might be taken as a sexist, which is so unfortunate because I don't want to have that view. I'm broken. I'm going to use this channel for silliness and anti-racist rhetoric. You didn't have to repeat yourself. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I'm probably seeing a little bit too much. Like, I'm assuming silliness is the anti-racist rhetoric. That would be silliness, calling out quote-unquote anti-racist rhetoric. I don't know if there was I'll probably end it off with this because I could just keep going and going and going and going and going. There was when I was playing City of Heroes, one thing that was happening in the City of Heroes game is somebody called out looking for a group. By the way, anybody out there, City of Heroes is a free MMO RPG. You get to play a City of Hero. You get to play a hero. You get to go around. You get to beat up bad guys. Pretty fun. You get to play a villain. You get to play a rogue. But most people play heroes. But villainy. If you're a villain, there's a lot more of a tight knit community because of how few people play. I recommend at least trying either of them. Go play Homecoming or any of the other private servers that are out there. With that being said, when I was playing playing City of Heroes on one of my characters, there was somebody who was looking for a group and posted it into the public place where every single person on the planet, every single person in the world has access to reading it. And someone said, "Hey, I'm starting a group. Please, no racists." And I replied. I was the first one to reply. And I was like, "What? Like, why are you, like, I don't remember what I posted, but I remember the conversation that proceeded after that because it got political. But to just presume that there's people in playing City of Heroes that are racists, that you have to put an asterisk and say, hey guys, no racists. It's like, really, dude? It's like, dude. It's like, well, you wouldn't be offended if you're not a racist. You shouldn't be offended. Let's do it as this example. Let's just say I start an LGBT group and I get 400 people to come to not a warehouse but a legitimate stadium, and we're gonna start making masks. We're gonna start creating banners. We're gonna formulate a parade that we're gonna have, and then one person comes up and says exclusively to 10 people, "Hey guys, I'm gonna do this for the group, but I don't want any racists to come over here and start talking to me. So if you know any racists, just like don't let them in." Because that presumes that the people with whom I invited are racists. The people with whom I associate with are racists. The people anywhere in the entire conversation, you're immediately having any potential to having a racist. That's what I took it as. It's like, I'm not a racist, go fuck yourself. That means you being offended means that you're a racist. Oh my gosh. So, it's just silliness. It really is. We really shut that guy up. I don't know if man, that guy was so stupid. And it's like, anytime that you get woke type of shit like that in your games, fuck them up. Like, I literally mean that. It's like, if they go like, come on guys, don't be so, shut them up. Point out how stupid and flawed their being is. Not their belief system, their being. Shut them up. Because get back to work, shut up, you're very privileged. If you don't have to think about where your poop goes, you're privileged. Gosh. A bunch of gays and feminists sounds super fun. Yay. Where's Thanos when you need him? Be gone, lady! Snap. I feel this isn't going to end well. Okay, let's do this one as the last one, because I could keep going. You can expect plenty of backlash when you are a racist who targets certain groups of people with hate and bile, Brie. Okay, let's just go with that as the... Oh, okay, no, let this one be the last one. No, let's go. Okay, so, hey Brie, you're going to learn very quickly when you're not liked on this particular platform. Thumbs up. As the Critical Drinker says, go away now. However he says it. Let's go to Critical Drinker's video. That's down. Where is it? I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna pause it and I'll get to you in a second. Okay, I found it. It's the clip where it's why the past matters. 62,000 likes, man. That's freaking phenomenal. That's how many people disliked Brie Larson's first video. That's awesome. In a great way towards the Critical Drinker. That's what I mean. But hopefully my audio for the computer's on. Let's just do this. Put it on.
Go away now.
Go away now. Go away now. I love this show. It's awesome. Or this video. Yeah. So, I've been talking for a while. Please post your comments, questions, and concerns right down below. Please smash that subscribe button because that would greatly help this channel out. Please, for the most important part of the entire day and everything that we have actually worked up to this point, is go out there and create. Go out there and create stuff. Create things that you enjoy. Create things that bring peace, happiness, love to other people. Even exposing truth for what it is. Sometimes ugly. See you next time.